What up, 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 what up? What's good, people? What is up? What is they went from the fourth level of hell and sent us down to the seventh level of hell. Why? Because then you got Kwanzaa pulling out her titties. The whore pulled out her titties. And these whore bags over here started feeling and fondling on her tits. What?
I don't have it to do with you. Girl, you can go over there, rant and rave. Girl, you can shake all your rainbow bright hair all you want, dear one. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this with you, dear one. I'm not doing this with you, dear one. I don't have nothing to do with you, and I'm done. Baby, you can scream my name from the rooftops from now till Jesus come back. I'm done after this.
Introduced to Tick's Meat. Do you see what I see? Did y'all really hello, casting, wardrobe, y'all let him roll up out of wardrobe with these fans on, giving us all of this, thinking we were not going to see it? We have been waiting with bated breath and anticipating all season long for the slightest glimpse, and y'all just put it out there this episode in all of its magnificent glory.
Listen, that young man said, baby, you ate on this first date, you giving up the cooch on the first date, okay? Well, you gonna run me my coins. Run me my cooch or run me my coins. Run me my cooch or run me my coins. Run me my cooch or run me my coins. That's our new theme song. That is the new song. Listen, somebody need to put a beat to that. Run me my cooch or run me my coins. Run me my cooch or run me my coins. This what y'all got going on.
Called out Sandcastle. Sand, bitch. Ow. Oh my God, it was so funny, girl. Ooh, baby, listen, let me tell you something. This shit started to turn into the precursor for some gay porn. That's what I thought it was. Because Big T is getting all, the voice starting to go deeper and get a little more wet and moist and sentimental and all this shit. And it was real gay at this point. Like, I thought the bitches was going to, I thought Lil Murder was going to turn Big T around and do him like he did Uncle Cliff and do the grease it up with City Lou and ran right in there. It's not a coincidence that Big T started off the conversation by trying to find out if Lil Murder was fucking Mercedes, which he found out he's not. It's also not a coincidence that he would start talking about prison. Why? Because the bitches was probably up in prison. Girl. Oh, Clifford, you better go get your man. Big T got plans for that. Well, he had it on look like something Big Bird vomited up or something like that. Like, I did not like it. That Big Bird couture he was going for, it did not work. Like the pastor of a gay mega church on Easter Sunday. Okay, it was way too much sequins. He had way too much makeup. Baby, his face looked like Iyanla Van Zant's neckline. Okay, just way too much makeup clumped in everywhere on his face. Get it together, sweetheart. Like, you're a big girl, so that gives you a whole lot of canvas. So that was a whole lot of makeup, honey. And Rico looked like he was auditioning to be one of the three kings, or he was auditioning to be the main character on Jesus Christ Superstar. Girl, Wayne, did you have on a blue thong or a blue G-string or something? If you did, I want to see it. Hit me up in my DMs. I do want to see if you have a blue thong or a blue, jock strap or something like that. I'd love to see it too. Anyway, but I liked it with the turtleneck. Now, Troy.
Yes, I'm here. Well, hello. What up, what up, what up, what up, what up? All of that good stuff. I am here today, and this Christmas will be a very special Christmas for me and you. And we are here. I'm just here for a quick spell. I was in there. Let me post this to Instagram just in case. Hold on. Let me post this to the, so just in case. I don't expect a lot of people to be here because I expect people to be, with family and stuff, but some people aren't. Some people stayed home. Some people like, I don't want to be bothered. Most Capricorns I know, we be on the, girl, I don't want to be bothered with these people. Let me stay my ass home. Let me post this on YouTube because I know they ain't sending no notifications out today. So, oh, wait. Hold on. All right. But what's going on, y'all? I was just in there. I got up late today, y'all. I was not trying to get up and do too much. I got up when I wanted to and made my Early morning Christmas morning calls. Started on my greens. They in there right now. They cooking. They should be ready. I would say somewhere between 2:30 and 3 o'clock. They should be ready. Cause yeah, they should be ready. They'll probably be ready closer to 2:30. But the pot liquor alone. I went old school this year with my greens, right? So well, let me say hey to y'all. Hey China Black. Merry Christmas. Hey Vovo, Merry Christmas to you. Danny, what's going on over there in the Bay Area? Merry Christmas to you, my love. Tanya. Tanya, you ended up staying home. Merry Christmas, Tanya. Crazy homebody girl, how you doing today? Merry Christmas to you. El Sid, how are you? Merry Christmas and happy holidays. Hey, Miss Pretty Amazing. Merry Christmas and happy holidays to you. Montrez, what's good, bruh? What is up at the Jones residence? Merry Christmas to you. TJ, I like this new avatar, TJ. I like that. Merry Christmas, TJ. You with the family day downstairs? Okay. Hey, Catherine Powell. Merry Christmas, Catherine Powell. Catherine Powell, I'm about to get you up here on my channel. I see you be over there on everybody else's channel down to the beef sector, but you'll never come up here with me. I still love you. I may not be in the beef sector no more, but you can come up here when I drop the link and say hey to me too, Catherine Powell. I'll be over there in the bushes watching. You at home snuggling your bed? I know that's right. Hey, Paul. Paul, you had trade over last night? Oh, they coming over tonight. I'm just trying to find out. Merry Christmas, Paul. Hey, Spicy Original. Merry Christmas, boo. I got the Netflix playing over here. I got y'all right here. I'm almost done with this bottle of Georgia Muscadine wine, the red version. It's real good. They don't miss me in the beef sector, baby. I ain't going back over there. Y'all got too much going on. Let me drop the link in case anybody want to come up here and just celebrate Christmas. So let me tell y'all what I did this year. Well, it's not different. I didn't do anything different. What I did was I did it like I was taught. And for those of you all who cook, hey Quinn Essential, what's going on? Merry Christmas, boo. For those of y'all who cook, I would love for y'all to come up here with me and talk to me about this, about how y'all learned. So when I learned how to you already turned off the game, Kansas City getting on your nerves. You a Steelers fan, crazy homebody girl? Because Kansas City is up 13-0, honey. Anyway. So my grandmother is not the one. I was watching that yesterday. I was going through the YouTube screens yesterday, Catherine. I'll talk about that in a second. I will get to that in just a second, Catherine Powell. Anyway, I ain't got no snacks because I'm in there finishing up my my greens. So what I was about to say. Oh, so you want the Ravens, your team. Okay. Well, the Ravens coming on at what is that, 4:30, and Beyond Skank is gonna be the halftime. What was I about to say? So I went to when I learned how to cook green. Hey, Dr. Jen, 1984. What's going on, my love? Merry Christmas. So here's what happens. My when I learned how to cook greens, my grandmother's oldest sister taught me how to cook greens. And she used to tell me, well, baby, let me tell you, I cook greens the right way. I don't cheat like some people. Hey, Marla Morris, Merry Christmas. She said, I like to tell stories about my elders that have gone on days like today. She said, the people who don't know what they're doing, don't know how to make their greens right. She said they get the smoked stuff. Like they'll get the smoked ham hocks or the smoke, and stuff like that. She said, if you know what you're doing, you don't need no smoke, nothing, because you can get the same flavor with the meat not being smoked. So when I first learned how to cook greens, and we would get the ham hock, we wouldn't get a smoked ham hock. Nowadays, people get smoked ham hock. A smoked ham hock comes with a lot more flavor, but and you don't have to do a whole lot with the smoked ham hock. But if you get a ham hock, just a fresh ham hock that ain't smoked, hey, grown woman, don't try me. You got to do a little more. You know what I'm saying? You got to put a little more oomph in that thing. So when I went to Publix to go get, I was gonna try and do like I normally do, cause I ain't gonna lie, I cheat too, and I do the smoke, but they ain't have no more smoked ham hocks. But the lady was at the meat department. She be like, well, I got some fresh ham hock. I ain't got no smoked ham hocks. And I said, okay, I guess I'm gonna have to do an old school style, cause I didn't feel like going nowhere else. So I got the fresh ham hock. And so I got up this morning. I said, I'm gonna have to do an old school style. So I did that. How, so when you get the fresh ham hock, you got to use, you got to use your bouillon. You got to boil it with with your stock and stuff like that. I prefer chicken stock. Now, my other aunt, she uses 2 parts chicken stock and 1 part vegetable stock. I just like chicken stock in mine. So, and then you put your onion or something in there and let that girl put some you got to season her. Put some onion in there, put your and with your stock, and let that good girl boil for a few hours. You're gonna do about 3 hours. Letting that good girl boil. Then after that, you got to take that girl out, and you got to take, well, what I do is I take my I'll fry her. So what I learned is you take her out. Hey, Symmetry. Merry Christmas. So I'll take my I see what I learned is after she boil, you keep, a good part of that pot liquor. You don't want to throw that out, because that's what you're gonna use for your greens. But you take that good girl out, she should be falling off the ground, off the bone at that point. So you pull the meat off in chunks, and you take her, and of course you got to keep the skin, because we love the skin. And then you go and you fry her, and then you put your others, like I fry her. I put my minced garlic in the pan with her. When I fry her, I put my onion and bell pepper, some onion and bell pepper in there, and some a couple other seasonings and stuff like that, and I fry that girl real good, and it gives you the same the same feel as if you used the smoked. So I fry her up real good, and then I put her back in. Well, actually, before I put her back in, while she's finishing up frying, I'll put the first half of my greens in the pot liquor. Then I'll put the meat and the ham hock that I just fried with the onion and the bell pepper and the minced garlic. We'll put her in the pot, and then after that wilt down, then we'll let the second half of the greens go in the pot, and then she good from there. You don't know no different whether it's like if you taste it, it don't taste no different from. Yeah, we talk about greens. Here's the link for y'all that want to come up. But that's how you do if you don't get the smoked. Hey, Simera, Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, Simera. Hey, Green Girl, Merry Christmas. And Merry Christmas to you, little baby. You don't do ham hocks? You do turkey? You do what? Turkey necks? Now, my friend does turkey tails. Mm-hmm. If I'm gonna put turkey in there, it's gonna be necks. Turkey necks. Yes. Merry Christmas, happy holidays, happy Kwanzaa, Feliz Navidad, happy Hanukkah, and all of that good stuff. Y'all got beef Wellington this year? Okay. Homemade beef Wellington or y'all bought it and then cooked it? Cause you know beef Wellington. Oh, there go little baby. You ready, little baby? Okay. Hey, two geeks and a nerd. Hey, Sweet Pea. Merry Christmas, Sweet Pea. Merry Christmas, two geeks and a nerd. Now let me know how I explained how I do it if it's fresh ham hock versus smoked ham hock. Is that how y'all was taught? I want to know. I want to know. Cause that's how I was taught when I was growing up. You got the you boil her for for a few hours, then you got to, fry her after that, and then add her back. Where little baby went? She might have had a bad connection. Your Jamaican family cooked everything. Well, what is everything? Because when I go to a Jamaican house, I need my cabbage with my carrots in there. With the carrots, shoestring carrots. I need my cabbage with the carrots. Okay, my fried cabbage with the carrots in there. That's what I need when I go to a Jamaican person's house. I'm sorry. I'm just saying. You back, little baby? You ready? Oh, no problem. Ciao. I made Salvadorian tamales. Now, is that the ones that you put in the corn husk, Samara? Now Tanya she said I use turkey drumstick if I have folks that are coming over that don't eat pork. Otherwise, I use the ham hock. Right, baby. I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna use the ham hock and just tell you it's turkey. I ain't gonna even lie to you. I will do that.
Personally, even as a kid, I just wasn't really big on having like pieces of meat in my greens. So growing up, my mama would like do a ham hock and take it out and then put the greens in.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm still not huge on having bits and pieces of meat in my greens, but I will do turkey.
Now, what I know somebody like that. This guy I know when he cooks his greens, he'll do the ham hock. He'll do all of the meat and stuff like that. And what he'll do is he'll strain the pot liquor. Like once he gets the pot liquor like he wants, he'll
Uh-huh.
strain the pot liquor back into the pot and then put the greens inside that pot liquor and cook it like that.
Yeah.
So TJ say my girlfriend made me this wonderful Jamaican breakfast. Okay, a lot of people do Christmas breakfast. Like my family does a big Christmas breakfast every year the weekend before Christmas. They'll have a big Christmas breakfast on that Saturday. The whole family will come out with a huge breakfast and we'll be there like all day. End up barbecuing and all of that. But we have a real big Christmas breakfast. Catherine Powell says she likes turkey tails, and bake them. Okay. Oh, you use banana leaf for your tamales. Okay.
Yeah, for this year I wanted a whole seafood menu, but it's really not a lot of us, just me, my mama, my daddy. So I was just like, I'm just want to do something. It ended up becoming brunch. So my mama just fried some fish. We got some grits. I did some shrimp gravy for the shrimp and grits.
Mm-hmm.
And I have a fruit platter in there.
Now,
I
do
was
y'all
not
do
thinking about no.
y'all fish? Now I'm Bahamian, where when we do our fish and grits, the fish is in the grits. Like you boil the grits with the fish.
No, no, no,
Yeah,
no.
that's
We trying
Bahamian style. Like you have boiled fish and grits. We have boiled fish and grits where the fish is boiled in with the grits.
that
Yeah,
we
that's
country.
Bahamian
That
style.
fish done been fried.
Okay, so you got fried fish and
Yeah.
grits. Okay, but see in Bahamian style, you don't fry the fish. You literally boil the fish. You start off with boiling the fish, and then you'll put the grits in with it, bones and all. You'll cut the heads off. I know some people that don't take the heads off, but
Yeah.
you'll take the head off. But it's so good. It's seasoned to. If you ever have Bahamian style boiled fish and grits with the fish, don't, if you see somebody tell you, oh, this Bahamian style boiled fish and grits, and they got a piece of fish on the side of some grits, that's not Bahamian style boiled fish and grits. Bahamian style boiled fish and grits, you gonna have the grits, the fish cooked in with the grits. And that bad boy is so good, man. Let me tell you. Hey, Mia MJ, Merry Christmas. Hey, Jason, Merry Christmas to you too. Now, Sweet Pea said they got jerk chicken, stewed peas, white rice, rice and peas, salmon, ribs, cabbage, mac and cheese, escovitch fish. Y'all know what? Y'all over there getting it down. I saw somebody said they was cooking rice and peas, right? But they didn't put no coconut,
Oh, I thought you put
no
coconut
coconut
milk in it.
milk in there. And I was like, well, what kind of rice and peas are you cooking?
Yeah.
Child, I don't. You know, these people, it's a lot of new school ass people out here. These young kids be going on TikTok and watching these white ass people trying to teach them how to cook meals that black people made and originated.
Kind of like ham hocks.
You do,
Kind of
I
like
mean,
how
like
them
you do
prices
realize,
skyrocketed, and you used to be able to get a ham hock for 59 cents, and now you can put down mortgage payments.
Listen, I bought, because I'm just making grits for myself, so I ain't need a lot. I bought a pack. It was just two pieces of ham hock in there. Guess how much them 2 pieces of ham hock was? $10.
Oh, what?
$10.
Are you serious?
$10. And if it was smoked, it might have been more than that. Now the greens ain't that bad. Like you could get a bag of greens, because ain't too many places nowadays that still do the fresh greens where you go buy the whole, the greens still on the stalk and stuff like that. Ain't too many places. Like you got to go. Well, I don't know. I don't know many places. I don't know by Atlanta like that, but back at home, it's a couple places in the city, as we call it, in the city, in Liberty City, where you can still, and some places in Opalaka too, where you can still go and get you, some greens, and you got to get some fresh greens, and you got to pull them off the stock and everything.
See, I go
But
here to my
off the
local
stems and
grocery
everything. But
store. I like Publix. Publix will have fresh greens, but I'm particular about where I get my greens from. Like my local grocery store, they get their
the
greens
Publix
from
up
a
here,
place
they
out
don't
of
have no fresh
Georgia.
greens. They only got that bag shit. The Publix is where
Yeah,
I'm at now.
yeah, they ain't got no
Tanya,
fresh greens.
Tanya, they may have some fresh greens with Tanya. Tanya, they got fresh greens at your Publix, because they don't be having no fresh greens at my Publix. They only got the
Yeah,
greens in
Publix
the
ain't gonna
bag.
have no fresh greens. See, down here, you got to go to like Piggly Wiggly or something like that to get you some fresh greens.
You got to go to Winn-Dixie.
Yeah, and again, Winn-Dixie, depending on where they get their greens from. I know they get a lot of their greens out of South Florida. Now my Piggly Wiggly get their greens out of Georgia. So they can literally pick the greens like 2 days before, and I go in the store and pick them up. And them be some damn good greens.
Listen, unfortunately, I have to deal with what I got to deal with here. But back home, baby, I know where I can go and pick up some good fresh greens and get my greens and go wash, roll them up, cut them up, wash them bad boys, and get them girls good and done. But yeah, I have to deal with these, and I really don't have a problem with the cut greens, but in the bag, but
It's
ain't
not the
nothing beats
same.
the fresh one.
It's
Yeah,
not the
nothing beats the
same.
fresh one.
And for me, I don't know with them cut greens that any frost done fell on them. I need to be able to judge. Okay, I know Georgia not too far from me. We just hit 32 degrees. I know they got frost, so I know them greens tender and ain't gonna take long to cook them up.
Hey, Lady Magio, Merry Christmas to you. Listen, I'm not saying that they don't have them here, C Golden. I'm just not from here, so I don't know where to
Exactly,
go, and
Tanya.
I don't be in the business of driving all around town. Atlanta traffic is not the type of traffic where you be like, girl, let me just drive around
See, if they on the
See,
stalk, I can control how
baby.
many stems I want in my green.
This ain't that type of traffic. This the type of traffic I want greens with no stems. I don't want greens with no stems. Give
I
me a
can
little
take
bit
the
of
stems. I
stems.
don't mind them.
I'm just saying. Don't give me a lot. The right amount. Bobo say he go to the international market. Paul said I cook greens, macaroni and cheese, candy yams, baked beans, glazed ham, and barbecue ribs. All right, Paul. Paul got trade coming over. Y'all don't let Paul fool y'all. Paul got some nigga coming over there. Paul got some nigga coming over there, baby, and he finna feed him good. I'm trying to tell you. Paul, you trying to get you some tonight? Mm-hmm. Paul must be a top. And I say that because, no, I'm sorry. Paul must be a bottom. Because if he's cooking that and he's making it for his man, he not going to eat all of that. Not
I'm
if
gonna
he
go
plan on
fix my
getting him
plate.
something tonight. Nutty. You ain't eating all of that and talk about, yeah, let's get some and let's bust me down. No, you ain't doing all that. You're going to feed that to your top so he can have some energy, but you ain't taking all that as eating all that as bottom. I'm sure, like I said, I'm not gonna disparage Atlanta. I'm sure there's a lot of places. Tanya, gonna have to show me. Tanya, you know I'm up here with these white folks up here, and they don't know about fresh greens. Y'all, talk to the people. That's my godson. I gotta talk to him. Hold on. Talk to the people. Sorry about that, y'all. My godson is opening up his gifts that I bought him for Christmas, and so his daddy just sent me a his daddy got me on the Zoom um watching him open up his gifts that I got for him. He's 4. My godson, he's 4. And I bought him, I gave his mama $250 and say just buy him whatever he want. And what's good, boy? Sorry about that, y'all. I'm still watching this. Little baby, you supposed to be entertaining the people.
My bad. I just came back from eating some fish. It's good, y'all.
Little baby, you're not entertaining the people? Why I can't hear nothing?
Hello?
Is little baby talking?
Yeah, y'all.
My my
We
godson, they call
having
him Deuce because he's the second. So
not really a
anyway,
fish fry type things. We got some cheese grits. I made some shrimp
this is so nice.
and
It's so
shrimp gravy
precious. Hey, lemon kush pepper. Merry Christmas.
for shrimp and grits. I got a
Who else
fruit
we got?
platter
Catherine
that I
Powell, you cooked
ordered.
all of that? What is little baby talking? Little baby,
Yeah,
are
I'm
you
talking.
talking?
Yeah,
And I can't hear you.
apparently not. And then after I eat all of that, oh, I did get some champagne for mimosas. And then I think I'm gonna do champagne and vodka also
Y'all
with
hear
my
them talking,
birthday
right?
cake.
Ham, baked macaroni and cheese, stuffing, potato salad, corn, bread, Hawaiian rolls, homemade banana pudding, homemade pound cake, and store bought ice cream. Okay.
Oh, I did get my ice cream from Publix yesterday. I got
Yeah,
the
that
cookies
that'll
and
be
cream
not me, Santa. Not me, Santa. We'll say Santa bought it.
I got some cookies and cream ice cream from Publix for my birthday to go along with my birthday cake. I got to talk to y'all about that box Publix put that cake in. That box, it's
This is
A1
so
for
precious.
transportation. But it's the worst thing if you're talking about storing that cake in the fridge. That box is huge. But if you talking about not worrying about your cake sliding around in the car, your cake being in the same position it
Xavier,
was when you put it in your car after taking it out the store, yeah, the box is A1. But
you're welcome. This is so precious.
and I'll get y'all some pictures of the cake too before it's eaten.
Anyway, I'm gonna let y'all get back to it. I just wanted to see him open one of them.
See, Golden, you know what? That's how I got a few years ago because with Thanksgiving, people typically go all out with the menu, and I'm like, so you're gonna do the same menu
All
30 days
right.
later? How about we
I
do
call.
something different?
Sorry about that, y'all. I had things to do with my godchild. He got so big. He got a whole wall full of gifts. So his mama texted me, said like with my 250, she was able to get like 4 or 5 gifts. So I just wanted to see him open up one of them. And now that I done seen him open up one of them, I'm good now. So yeah, I'm good. Hey Xavier, Merry Christmas. Hey Lady D, Merry Christmas. Mm. Child. Yeah, I had to take care of my godchild, honey. I got 2 godsons. My other godson, who my one of my other best friends um had when I was in college, he's 24 now. Oh, Jesus. He's 23 or 24 now. I gave him some money. I was like, listen, I just gave him 250, said, get what you want.
Honestly, when you start getting
So
older,
yeah.
money is all
That's a high
people
protein
need.
meal. Yeah, make sure you stretch. Listen, I
Get
did
some
not say you
money
was
and
in the
have them do
hood,
what they want.
Tanya. I said you are from here, so you know more places that where I can go get it. That's what I'm saying. Tanya, you know, in my area, with these white people, they don't be having fresh greens like that with these white people. Child. Rice, cheddar bay biscuits, braised lamb shanks, peach crisp, and assorted cookie doughs, vanilla ice cream. That's not simple. You talking about braised lamb shanks, seafood gumbo, cheddar bay biscuits? That ain't simple.
That sounds like a good meal.
Girl, listen. Can I tell you how can I tell you how the people downstairs must think I mean I listened to my whole playlist, but I got to a point where I played Luther Vandross, "Oh Come All Ye Faithful." Or I was in there cooking and singing my heart out. Do you hear me? You don't hear me. I can't hear little baby. Y'all can hear her? I can't hear her. Wait, little baby, let me go out and come back in because I can't. Little baby, stay there. I'm gonna go out and come back in. Hold on.
Okay. Well, guys, I'm here all alone trying to entertain y'all. Hold your attention. Um, right now we putting the crescent rolls in the oven. If they haven't gone in the oven, that was also supposed to be added. I forgot to get. I wasn't thinking about a green vegetable, even though I was, but I wasn't. And so we won't have no greens on this menu. So
Okay, I'm
tomorrow
back.
we're talking about salad.
Now I can hear you, little baby. I couldn't hear you at all. Mm-mm. I don't know what was going on. I can hear you now a little bit.
And Merry Christmas to everyone. Merry Christmas, Smoke. Merry Christmas. Everybody have a safe one, a nice one. I'm gonna have a drunk one.
Say something again.
Hello?
I'm about to have a drunk one too. I'm just telling you. What did you
What did I
cook?
cook?
Yes. Can you hear me?
You've been going in and out.
Can y'all? You can't hear me? Hold on. Hold on.
So I was thinking about vodka and champagne. I'm hoping that that's not too much, but I'm 38, so why not? Vodka and champagne. And then I was also thinking about doing um my white Hennessy and champagne. I think that's going to be a really good combo.
Can you hear me now?
I hear you.
Okay, great. I don't know what's going on. What the rest of the Hallmark, not just Hallmark, somebody else need to come up here and entertain us. My connection going in and out. I don't know what's going on. It does say I have low connection. I
Yes,
don't know. Well,
Taurus,
it's probably
vodka and champagne.
wait,
That's a
vodka and
thing.
champagne.
Yep, that's a thing.
So you chase your vodka. I mean
It's
your
mixed.
champagne. You chase your vodka with champagne.
It's mixed.
That's what I'm saying. You chase your vodka with
Yeah.
champagne.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
That's a thing. I forgot what they call it. But yeah, that's a thing.
I believe you. I'm not saying it's not. Child. Am I breaking up still?
Yeah, Xavier. Drunk. And then the
Am I
next one I'm
breaking
gonna
up still,
do,
little baby?
you're better now.
Okay. Child. I had eggnog yesterday. I don't need no more eggnog.
Next I'm gonna do white Hennessy.
Xavier, bring your ass up here, Xavier. Xavier, bring your Tanya. You need to come up here too. Crazy homebody girl, I need you up here too. Therese, what's going on? Merry Christmas, sister. Yeah, crazy homebody girl, you might as well come up here too. Yeah. Uh, little baby, talk to the people. I need to go check on my greens. Hold on 1 second. Talk to the
Okay.
people, little baby. Talk to them.
So, what Christmas movies have we watched thus far? I haven't watched any of that. I've been on YouTube. Um, I am in the mood outside, not the movie Grinch, but the original cartoon. I can't stand the movie Grinch. But of course, Christmas Vacation, National Lampoon Christmas Vacation. I can stand for um my Rankin and Net and Bass cartoons, Home Alone 1 and 2 and Elf. I don't know if I want to do Elf this year. I don't know if I'm in the mood for Elf. Maybe I could be. Die Hard. Oh, Home Alone, Die Hard, Lord of the Rings, Trading Places, Four Christmases, A Christmas Story, Christmas Vacation. I was gonna add Waiting to Exhale on that list this Christmas. I haven't seen that movie in forever. But yeah, due to work, I haven't quite caught up on all my Christmas stuff, but that's on the thing. Also, I like the Charlie Brown one. I hate they sold all their crap to Apple, and now you got to put that stuff on Apple TV. I loathe it. So now you got to get another subscription to watch the Charlie Brown Thanksgiving and Christmas.
Another subscription to what?
To like Apple TV
Hey,
if you want to
Xavier.
see like the Charlie
Hey, it's
Brown
free. No,
cartoons.
it's free. It's free. If you just have to have an Apple account. But it's free for everyone to use for the Christmas for the holidays.
Okay.
Mm.
Okay. Well, I'll go check that out.
Listen, them greens in there, and I put the turkey necks in there. They don't owe me
Hey
nothing.
Tracy, Merry Christmas.
Hey Tracy W, Merry Christmas. Them greens in
Merry
there don't owe me
Christmas,
nothing.
everyone.
They don't owe me nothing. Them greens over there don't owe me nothing. I'm about to have fun with them.
I'm about to have fun with this hot sauce in that fish.
Okay, there go crazy.
Hello. It's hard to hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Oh, okay. Hello.
My Christmas movie playlist is Elf, The Preacher's Wife. That's about it.
That's it?
That's about it.
No Rankin and Bass?
No who?
Rankin and Bass?
That whole collection of Christmas cartoons.
I mean, I do Charlie Brown Christmas. That's about it.
You're missing out, elteddy.
My go-to is
God.
Die Hard. I like watching Die Hard for Christmas.
Tanya, let me know when you're ready. You still on mute, Tanya? Okay. Listen, I don't have to watch. I don't. Christmas is not my favorite holiday. It's too close to my birthday. Okay, I am here for two movies: The Preacher's Wife and Elf. That's it.
I did need to watch Pictures Wife again. I haven't seen that in a while.
So, and I got my Celtics jersey on because my Celtics play today. I think the game is at what 4:30 or 5:30, somewhere around there.
Yeah.
They play the 76ers. Mm-hmm. Child, Xavier, you ain't somewhere preparing yourself for the
I'm on
religious
kitty duty.
experience that you're about to have later this evening.
I'm on kitty duty today, so there's no experience.
Well, it might freeze up, so it might be the same outcome
Beyonce
for
anyway.
everybody.
Oh, Beyonce? Oh, yeah. I'm going to
Well,
try.
Netflix service is bad as hell. They don't have no good
Yeah.
service over there.
Yeah, I'm like I said, like it might freeze up and drop everybody, so you may not be missing out on anything after all.
I'm gonna hope to catch the replay after it's just done.
Let me know when you're ready, crazy homebody girl. I still got you backstage. Just let me know when you're ready, crazy homebody girl. Okay. What did you cook? Wait a minute. So, little baby, let me go down the line. Little baby, what you cooked?
I got cheese, grits, fried fish. I got a shrimp and shrimp
Did
gravy for
you
my
cook
shrimp.
it though? What did you cook?
Well, I cooked the shrimp gravy for the shrimp and grits, but I didn't cook anything else.
Xavier, I know you cook nothing. I ain't even work. Did you cook anything, Xavier?
I mean, I made somebody cereal, but
You know what, girl? Girl, I already knew Xavier where this was going with you.
cereal is a very
I'm
delicate
not
thing,
doing
and not everybody can make it properly. Y'all be making it cold. You're not doing it right. I'm telling you. You gotta get it to the right Steven speed.
I'm not doing this with you. Tanya, you made something just for the house? Did your son come
Um,
home?
no, he won't. He's still. His wife is big pregnant, so they won't be here till after the baby's due. But
Oh, okay. You going up there?
I would love to, but I'm gonna meet him in Boston because he's running the Boston Marathon in April.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh,
So for me personally,
interesting.
I made me a ham, not that I don't need. Um, some cornbread dressing,
Ooh.
corn
Now, do
casserole.
you do old school style cornbread dressing?
Oh yes, cornbread.
Now, what type of meat you put in yours?
I didn't put meat in it because
Okay. Oh
because
yeah,
I
because you
didn't,
vegetarian, so you don't eat meat.
that's why I say I
Okay.
don't need this ham. But that I didn't have nothing else at the house because I didn't want to do it. Now I work for the Walmart, but I didn't even want
Mm-hmm.
to go into the store and even because I didn't want to deal with people. That's why I'm at home because I didn't want to deal with people.
Mm.
Understandable.
Um,
Understandable.
and I'm in a dark space right now. This holidays I don't do holidays because it's this is a dark time for me. So yeah, I didn't want to do people.
I
So
hear you.
I didn't even want to go in the store. And when I did go in the store Monday, my last day, that place was a clusterfuck. Excuse my language,
Yep.
but it
You
was.
right?
It
Yep.
was crazy. I
That's
said
the only word for it.
it really
Mm.
was. I said it is too many people in here. I said let me go back to my office where ain't nobody in there but me. I couldn't, and my anxiety hit to the roof. I was like, I got to get out of here. So yeah, I just cooked what I had at home. And yeah, that's why I don't have. But sometimes I will put because what I usually put is Cornish hens on top of my chicken. I mean, on top of my cornbread dressing, and that's my meat. And I put a little. Sometimes I shred it up and put it in there. But today, this is what I get. I get what I get, and I don't picture fit. So I got just plain cornbread dressing and
Okay.
corn casserole, and I cooked some yams and some cabbage and a ham, some devilish eggs. And if y'all don't know, Walmart is now stocking the Texas um, Roadhouse rolls. Baby, they will
They
give
have
you.
some good rolls down to the Texas Roadhouse.
They give
Yes,
you a lot of
and now they are in the dairy section of Walmart, as well as the cinnamon butter. Oh my God. And they will give you life. So I am getting my life with these rolls. And you can't
Listen,
forget the cranberry sauce.
Samira got me almost over here choking, talking about old school Black Friday people parking behind the Walmart. You know what?
Right. And I've been at Walmart for over 10 something years. And yeah, I remember those days, people parking behind Walmart trying to fight for a freaking TV. And you got the TV last year. That TV don't work again 12 months
that's
later?
always my question.
It's like,
Like, how
You
long
can
are
go to
these
Walmart
TVs and
Walmart
computers lasting
Walmart
that you in the
Walmart.
line again the
right,
following year for a new one?
right. 10 months later, you getting another TV. Where's the TV you bought last year? Don't it work still? Come on now. We're not fighting each other over a freaking TV. That's
Like,
why
if it's
they're clear.
if it's paying up like that, maybe you need to invest.
Something.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. I see. I work for the corporate aspect of Walmart, so I don't even deal with those people. But just when I see it, I'm like, oh my God, y'all give me anxiety. Let me go sit in my office where there's nobody but me and my four walls. So yeah,
I do kind of miss how Black Friday was because nowadays it's kind of the deals aren't dealing.
well, they're doing
They're
everything
not.
online now.
Yeah, but I didn't
And
see that many deals this year.
I'm a avid shopper and I subscribe to so many email lists. I can tell you I found better deals throughout the year than during Black Friday. People aren't
Yeah,
shopping.
that's what I heard.
The deals aren't great anymore on Black Friday.
It's not. And me being in retail, I see it. It's not the same.
Yeah.
And I matter of fact, it was crazy. Some of our vision people were in our office the other day, and the lady was like, "Oh, I love your glasses." I said, "Thank you." She said, "You didn't get them from us?" I said, "Baby, no. Mm-mm, no. Mm-mm. I don't even have our insurance." And I told her, I said, "The first pair of glasses I got from Walmart, they were designers. My glasses cost me over 200 something dollars. I buy my glasses now from like Boo Glam and Zulu, and then I
Hmm.
go to America's Best and get my prescription put in." I said, because I pay for that insurance every 2 weeks out of my paycheck, and I use
Mhm.
that prescription maybe once or twice a year. And I said, it's coming out of my check. That's a waste of money. I can go to America's
Mhm.
Best for $89 for a prescription or for my eye exam. $89 and get my prescription filled, and I walk out of there spending maybe $115 one time out of the year. I said, so I make that make sense. And Walmart's
Mm.
taking this money out of my check every 2 weeks. I said, I know you work in the vision center, but make it make sense. What do
You
I
know
do?
what? I
Mhm.
every year at the end of the year, so I have flex on my health insurance, so I get flex pay. So I think I do like $1,500 a year in flex pay to
Mhm.
cover if I need. We have $1,000 deductible, um, and $1,500 max pay on our health insurance. So I always do $1,500. So if I need anything, I know I have it in the flex pay. But every year I don't go to the doc. You know, I don't usually have stuff. So I end up with like this year. I ended up with like $600. No, I think it was like $800, 800 plus dollars that I needed to spend on flex pay. And so I went to my eye doctor and I ordered some of those. I didn't order the Ray-Ban glasses, but I ordered some other glasses that have the little earphones where
Hmm.
you can listen to music through the glasses.
Mhm.
Oh,
Okay.
And so I got the frames and took them to my eye doctor and said, "Can you put these two?" And so my lenses cost about they cost like between $400 and $500 for to me to get lenses for my glass. if I don't get it through insurance and I just pay for the lenses themselves cost like almost $450, like 440 something.
Oh wow.
So I just got 2 pairs of those to spend it. And so Tanya, you know what I'm gonna do. You know I'll be in a lot of meetings. You know what I'm gonna be doing, right? Maybe I'm gonna be sitting in this meeting like this, jamming like this. They gonna be looking at me like, well, what is he rocking for? Y'all don't even understand. That's the only way I can make it through.
Exactly.
So, hey Quake, Merry Christmas. Yeah.
But honestly, they tell you like if you're gonna like buy TVs and buy mattresses and stuff like that, the President's Day sale is the best time for those. That's when you get the best deals. And
Yeah,
then like the other great deals are like the Memorial Day.
Mm-hmm.
Around that time, you get great deals. End of summer deals. I won't even say New Year's Day deals, maybe
that's what I was
possibly.
gonna say. I heard the after Christmas sales end up like early January. I
Right,
heard
because
that
they're trying to
those
move
end
that
up
stuff
being
out
the
of
best
stock.
ones.
Yep.
Right.
They even tell you buy a car at the end of the year.
Mm-hmm. Because they're getting rid of whatever that end of year stuff is, moving in for the
Mhm.
2025.
Yep. And that's when you're gonna get the best deals.
So,
Mm-hmm.
you mean now is the time to buy my new Audi?
Yep.
That's my next car. It's gonna be an
Now is the
Audi.
time. They're gonna give you an excellent deal on that 2024 because they're trying to move the 2025 in.
I'll
Right.
take the 2024 Q4, the Audi Q4 or A8. I think I don't really, I always say my next, I want a SUV, but I think I'm gonna go back to a nice luxury sedan like a A8. You know, I think that's what I might do for my next one, a Audi A8. That's what I want. I'm bougie like that sometimes.
I'm country. It's Chevy over here.
Crazy homebody girl, did I ask you what you cooked today?
Oh no, my mom cooking. My family. So my mom cooking. I think turkey legs and then collard greens, mac and cheese.
Like smoked turkey legs
Um,
or turkey wings?
Might be turkey wings.
I love a good smoked turkey leg. Like when you go to the fair, you get the big smoked turkey legs. Oh, I love that. Now y'all got me thinking about some things. Child. But I'm glad everybody having a good Christmas. This time of day, you either waiting to eat or you already ate. And
Yeah,
everybody watching football or basketball. That's what's going
I'm
on.
about to eat. I'm just waiting on the crescent rolls. They should be done though.
Presents have already been opened. If you ain't open presents, the only reason my godson is just opening up presents because his dad does a huge, their family does a huge Christmas breakfast every Christmas, and they have like 75 people there. So they end up spending the whole morning preparing the Christmas breakfast. And people, just started to leave. So he started to open his gifts. Well, in my family, Lady D, I'm like that. My family, turkey is the Christmas centerpiece, but for Christmas, I mean, turkey is the Thanksgiving centerpiece, but for Christmas is ham.
It's ham.
It's ham. You got to have that ham. You got to have that honey mustard. Or if you go old school, like some of our elders did, they didn't put honey in it. They put sugar. They put regular sugar, and they would mix that mustard with that sugar and make that glaze. It'll do you right. It'll do you right. Mm. Now we fancy. We get the honey mustard already prepared. Yeah. When you was poor, you ain't have honey mustard. You ain't even know what honey. You ain't even ever eat honey. I don't think I ever knew. I don't think I had honey for the first time until I went on a field trip with school, and we went somewhere, and they had like we went to go somewhere, and they had the little thing where they have the bees and the beehives. Forgot what you call it, apiary, I think. And they gave us a piece of the beehive. I mean, of the honeycomb, and they said, "Bite it, it's honey." And we bit it. And yeah, some people use Coca-Cola for their mustard. Wait, see golden cocoa. See golden, you got to come up here, see golden. I need to hear about these recipes you got. Quake, you need to come up here too. I need to hear about these recipes you got, see golden. So you said Coca-Cola with is that with the mustard? Interesting. I've never heard of that. I'm not saying it's not a thing. I just never heard of it. Xavier, you finally came back.
I'm sorry, one of the kids needed attending to.
You had to beat them. When I used to have to take care of kids. I like you, Xavier. I grew up in a household where I was always the babysitter,
Mm.
always. And my philosophy with kids was, when in doubt, beat them.
They were arguing about a movie to watch, and then they wanted to watch it on Disney Plus. And then I realized I canceled my Disney Plus so I could get the cheaper Thanksgiving deal. You know, the one for $2.99.
For via Hulu.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
you get Hulu and Disney for $2.99 for at least a year, I think.
Yep. My
So
best friend told me to stop being cheap and just bite the bullet and get the $82 Hulu plan. I said that's a lot of damn money.
it is but it
Yeah.
gets live TV. That
But
comes with
that's what
live
he said.
TV.
He said just go ahead and just bite the bullet.
But the Disney Plus plan is like the Disney Plus and Hulu Live is like 100 something. I think it's like 115.
No, he said they had a deal where you could get the Disney Plus and the live Hulu for the $82 plan.
Oh, that's good.
Mariah
Is that
opened the
yearly
game,
or
Antonia,
monthly?
but she lip sync. She wasn't singing live.
Yeah, I think that was recorded.
Yeah, that was pre-recorded. That was lip sync. Like if you know the track for that song, you could hear, yeah, this the track.
Ain't nothing wrong with some good old backing
Ain't
track.
nothing
We
wrong
all
with
use it.
listen. Now the NFL came and admitted. Now I hate to burst a whole lot of bubbles. A whole bunch of people gonna be aghast and be like, "You lying? I don't believe it." They even said the Whitney Houston national anthem was pre-recorded. The NFL don't play them games. Talk
Yeah, it
about
was
you singing live.
recorded.
Oh, I thought
They
we all knew
don't.
that.
Oh, I don't
Everything
know.
you see that the NFL does, it is
I don't know.
pre-recorded and they're lip syncing.
Oh
But a
wow.
lot of people thought Whitney Houston sang live. She did not.
I won't say she
Oh.
didn't sing live. She sang live. I think like
Well, she
she
was
had
probably
help.
singing along with it, but what we heard and what we hear is the
It's
pre-recorded
pre-recorded.
track.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Yeah, Whitney did not sing that live.
Mm-mm.
Mm.
Yeah, the NFL said they're not going to play these games with y'all.
I hope the NBA should take
Which is
note.
so funny because Alicia Keys, when she sang with Usher, that crack was pre-recorded,
But that's just how Alicia sings.
right? And then they went and recorded again. And from what I understand, from what they said, she didn't go into the studio to do overdubs. They just through the magic of AI and everything, fixed it to where there was no crack. But Mama cracked in the recording,
Oh, she be
but
cracking
she
on
never
her
could sing like
album
that.
I think Alicia
because
just needs to take it
I would
down
have tried
one
to fix
key,
that,
just
but
one
since they
key.
were pre-recording
she's honestly ruined her voice. She's oversang, and now she cracks when hitting any note. She's gonna crack.
But she could just change the key that she's singing in, and it would be fine. But she
That
just
makes
keeps
way
on.
too much sense, Xavier.
No,
You making way too much sense for her.
it's
This is the
done.
same woman who stole a married man.
He wasn't married. First of all, he wasn't married.
Oh yes, he
He
was. He was
was
very
married
much
when
so
she
married.
stole
I think
him.
he was
She
married.
was just the girlfriend. Mashonda was just the girlfriend. They were not married.
No, he was married.
They were married, married,
He was married. When, when
married,
Alicia
married.
Keys stole him, he was married, Xavier. Mm-hmm.
Listen, this is
Alicia,
the propaganda I'm pushing. This is the propaganda we're going with.
girl. Xavier, that woman is a whole ass home wrecker.
If your home can be wrecked, was it ever a home?
Oh
See,
well, then there's that.
Well,
It was a home.
That you ain't in
Just
no more.
saying.
Let it go. They
Let's
let
be
it
clear.
go.
I would never end it in it. A friend of mine tells me I got a friend that tells me the story of sleeping with him even before Alicia Keys that he was married. Child, I have to give y'all that story on the members only because she described every parts of the sex in grave detail. Let's just say the young man is over there rearranging internal organs, and that's all I'm gonna say about it.
he got
Well,
to
Based
be
on
Swizz
what
is
she told
rearranging.
skinny.
me.
He is skinny. He is skinny.
Mm. No, you got to take a look at that good nose over there. That gives you a lot of insight. Hey, Demetria, girl, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. I'm sorry for my departure yesterday.
Oh, you all right?
My 11-year old, the only little child I got, her little spoiled self. I had to get her together. I had to get her together. Because I allowed her to open up two Christmas gifts because the first Christmas gift it was a bag full of Nike socks. So I was like, well, I ain't gonna do her like that. I'll let you open up another one. So the other one was some Beats headphones. Well, she thought she was gonna continuously keep on opening it. No, ma'am. No, no. I didn't
Mm.
get to do that when I was little baby. And then my mama and grandmama, they don't make it no better.
Of course
Because
not.
they said
Mm.
we live,
They encouraged her, huh?
we living in a different time. And Dee Dee, we remember when we got you stuff that you wanted and you wasn't always nice.
You notice how your parents and grandparents get real nice when you grown and have kids, but when you was little, they didn't give a damn. They was
Look,
hardcore. And
look,
when you
because
have kids, they be
here
real
go my
nice.
mama. Here go my mama. I asked her one time, I said, will you please whoop Layla? She said, Dee Dee, I can't. I just ain't got the energy. You didn't have the energy for me. You had all the energy for me, baby girl.
Right.
So why you don't have her? She said, Didi, we live in a day and time. She said, I don't want nobody calling the police on me.
Child, I wish you had that energy. I wish my elders had that energy when I was coming through. Two
Me
geese and a
too.
third, Xavier said that man was married and the home was wrecked. To let the record reflect,
Oh,
Listen,
y'all
we are
must be
living.
talking
Xavier.
about Swiss Beats and Mashonda and Alicia.
There are
Listen,
alternative facts.
Oh
Alternative
no.
facts.
so
No,
what
No,
maybe
are we
New
Swizz and
York.
saying?
Swizz and Mashonda was married. That's a fact.
They were.
Swizz stepped out of his marriage on Mashonda. That's a fact. And Alicia lost her
Mhm.
singing voice after she started getting that Swizz beat peen, and that's a fact.
No, that's not
Cause
when
we
she
ain't
lost
see
her voice. I'm gonna tell y'all when she
we
lost
ain't
her
seen.
voice.
When was
She
the last
lost
time
her
we
voice.
seen her sing any damn thing?
No, I'm gonna tell you exactly, Demetria. She lost her voice. She played with me and had my baby daddy in that video. You don't know a pox on her, a curse on her. And after that album, you ain't never heard
Oh
of
yeah,
another good
oh
Alicia
yeah.
Keys
You
album.
talking about
And she had my
you
baby
talking about
daddy, and I had to
what's
fuck
his
her up.
name? What's his name? What's his name? What's his name? He played as Chuck
Because when
Berry in
she had
Cadillac
most deaf
Records.
in that video,
Yasin B.
Yeah, uh, Miss
huh?
Alicia just she was out of pocket, but I mean, horrors of the R&B industry, isn't the first, won't be the last. There's still plenty of more coming behind her.
Mm.
Um, who is the current 304 in the R&B industry now?
We
Do
have
we
many.
have?
We have Sexy Red. We have
Yes,
Oh,
Sexy Red.
babe, let me tell you something.
Summer
Sexy Red,
Walker.
Sexy Red is in a league of her own, baby. She is in a whole, baby. She in a box. She in the sandbox over there, away from the other children. She has to get separated from the other bad children. That's just how bad she is.
We have Mariah the Scientist.
Oh, I
Well, you
like
know,
Mariah
Mariah
the
the scientist
scientist.
was supposed to be being faithful
Yeah, that one thing.
to YSL while he was in jail, allegedly.
Ain't nobody finna be faithful to nobody behind bars, and I wish people would quit believing them lies and fairy tales. If I tell a man, I got to do 20 years, baby, I want you to be faithful to me. I'm sorry, but time I walk in there, I know good and well he on the phone with somebody.
Exactly,
That's
baby.
because that's exactly
Before you
what
even walk in there, when you leave the house to go turn yourself in,
baby,
he done called and
before
texted
the
somebody.
bait,
Well,
look,
even
before the
before that,
sheriffs can walk you out the courthouse, baby,
I'm
you
trying to tell you,
he
he
already
done
got
already
his next
texted and
piece
said
lined up.
on his way to the courthouse, he done
Look,
texted the side piece. Yeah, she about to go down. Girl, meet me
yep,
at the
they
house
already
at
taken her back.
6:30.
They already taken her back, boo.
So y'all think that's what
She
Papoose
gone
was doing?
for
I
years,
give you
baby. You
more.
ain't got to worry about her no more texting you talking some. Yep, yep. Because I'm sorry, ain't no way Papoose was loyal, single, or not, or going without
Well, I
a
don't blame
JJ for
Papoose when
8
that woman
years.
that cheated on
Stop.
him left, right, and sideways. I'll
Look,
go ahead and dip my spoon in every sugar bowl I
look,
can too.
look. You know, Pat has some trim coming over there. A lot of
That's a
trim.
fine black man.
I wish I
And
would have been able to slide
listen,
over there. I wish I would
Papoose,
have been
all
able to
he would
slide
have to
over
do
there,
is
but
give me, if he looked in my direction, Papoose would be good and done. Sorry.
Papoose, his hats are too big for me, so no,
baby,
thank you.
Papoose, all he got to do is stand in front of me and these undies is
That's
sliding
it.
off.
That's it. That's all. That's all
Let
he
me
need to do.
stop.
You could be in my same
Let me
airspace.
stop.
Papoose, let him be in my airspace. It's over. Sorry.
Oh, oh my. I hope he's not on a plane to Columbia Monday, or it's over with for him,
I hope
man.
he not either. That's where I'll be.
Ooh, you gonna direct
Mm.
that flight somewhere else, baby.
Hmm.
Y'all going
To
to a
Now
Brazil.
private.
we're gonna be in Colombia in the bungalow. You know the hotel that I got. They have another location where if you get a certain package, you get access to the little bungalow in the other location that's like on a little island or whatever off the coast. So I paid for the extra to get the little bungalow. So I'm gonna be out there. I'm gonna see who I can frolic with out down to the bungalow. Mhm. I'm real excited about it.
Get your little drug lord.
Bangla.
El Teddy, as long as Nelly's not on that bungalow with you, you all right with me?
Wait a minute. I'm gonna let you have Nelly. I'll take Ludacris. You can have Nelly. I'll take Ludacris.
Okay. This time.
No, 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 no. You have laid claim on Nelly. I'm gonna let you have all parts of Nelly, but don't look at Ludacris sideways because we're gonna have to windmill them. You look at Ludacris, then we're gonna have to fight. We're gonna have to windmill. Is.
Mhm.
But you can have Nelly. You gonna have to fight Ashanti. Ashanti says she here for it. She done popped that baby out. She say she ready to fight. Hey,
Yes.
MBN, Merry Christmas, MBN. Um, Ashanti say she ready to fight, so she dare you to come around there with the smoke. That's what Ashanti said. I ain't got nothing to do with it.
Yeah, she said she done waited this long, done circle back and come back and got her man. Bless
Yeah,
her
she done
heart.
got her back blown out by half the industry, so now she ready to
Hey,
settle
hey,
down.
hey, 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 hey. Wait, wait, wait. Let us respect some of our living legends, please.
She
Legend.
ain't no living damn legend.
Legend.
Girl, Xavier, stop playing. Stop playing in our face, Xavier. Ashanti is not a living legend. Please stop.
She living, but I don't know
Yeah,
if she a
that's
legend.
that's
That's
about
all
it.
she is living. Ain't no
Yup, the
legend.
disrespect. The disrespect.
The
Oh
truth.
my God.
The truth.
The
Ashanti is
truth.
a legend. She has paved the way
That
for so
tells me
many.
why. Listen, Xavier, it's not your fault. You came up during a time of horrible vocalist that you know is probably beyond skank, which tells me you're flawed in all of your thinking of
No, no,
music.
no, no, no. You guys just haven't moved past the 80s and the 90s when all them crack hoes were running the industry. Y'all have
Them
to
crack
get.
hoes could sing
And
though.
that
Them
crack
crack hoes
gave them
found
great
the note.
voices. They that
What about
crack
now? What
gave
about
them
now?
great voices. Maybe
What
your
about
people might want to do a little crack so they could sound a little better. How about that?
the thing is, they are doing crack, they're just not sounding better. But that's a whole different conversation. But can they sing like that now? Where are they now? That's why you have all these shows. Where are they now? Uncensored.
We could say the same thing for the new
I
girls.
gotta go eat. I'm gonna drop
Right.
back down.
Okay,
Talk to
crazy
you
old
The
body
new
girl.
girls
again.
are booked and busy. The new
Thank you
girls
for
are
coming up.
booked and busy. They are
Okay.
multi-platform, multimedia.
These hoes are studio singers.
Right. That's it. That's all.
They have anxiety.
They're not real artists.
You don't even know their music.
They're not real. I go over there and I listen to a little bit. Y'all will tell me somebody, and I'll go over there and listen
So
to
did
like
you
two or
listen to
three of these
Flow?
songs and be like, girl, I can't. Girl,
So
I
you
can't.
listen to Flow, El Teddy?
Which Flo? Flo Millie? I like Flo Millie.
Not Flo Millie, the
Oh,
group.
I do like Flo Millie though.
I like Flo Millie too.
The group, the British group, Flow.
I haven't heard them. You got to send me the
I sent
stuff.
you them.
No,
I
you
sent you.
did not,
It
Xavier.
was in the members only group chat. I sent you their album just dropped when it came out in November.
Send it again. I can't remember them people.
Lord, I told you about
Listen,
the
no, Xavier.
Shindellas.
MBN say, please spell legend because I'm confused how you're using the term legend. And that's coming from MBN.
Legend is spelled Ashanti.
Ah, shit.
Oh, girl. That shit right there. So, wait, let me hear this. Xavier, who's legendary in your eyes right now? Go ahead. Give me your legendary list.
Legendary list for like forever or right or
Singing.
like
Right, yeah.
okay. So this is gonna be. I think my thing is basic. I feel like Beyonce is legendary. Well, I won't even go there. I'll just say all of Destiny's Child is legendary. Just every single one except Farrah.
Wait, who?
Every
All of them?
yes,
Whoa.
yes.
Whoa.
It's your life, Xavier. Go ahead,
I
girl.
feel like Tony Braxton is legendary. Even though I think Tamar is the better singer, I think Tony Braxton is legendary.
Okay, go ahead. I'm gonna let you go.
Mariah Carey. Who else?
Oh, are we waiting, Xavier? Yeah, it's on you.
Okay, I'll go out on a limb and I will say Ashanti. I will say Ashanti. And I will say Brandy.
Wait a minute, and that's it.
Well, I would put Monica, but you said five.
Wait a minute. You done said all of these names or haven't said Whitney Elizabeth Houston.
Well, I don't put
Celine.
Litany as legendary. I put her as like God level. So I just like
And, and you put her as what?
God level.
Okay. Oh, so a different. Okay. If you say she's
I
on,
mean, like
okay, I got you.
there's like you want to say legends. There's people who are legends. There are people who are there's icons. There's legends. Then there's God level. And Tamar is the better singer. I'm not gonna. Y'all just know Tony's
Of the
voice
whole
better.
Braxton sisters, those are the best two. And I'm gonna say it's
Yeah.
like this. Tamar is like LaShawn Pace, and Tony is like Bernice Pace. If you want to go singers, or if you want Pace sister, or if you want to go Clark sisters, Tamar is a Karen, while Tony is a Twinkie. Now, if you know the story of the Clark sisters, there's no Karen without a Twinkie because Twinkie learned to sing from Karen. Because Karen, excuse me, learned to sing from Twinkie. So there's no Karen without Twinkie because Twinkie taught Karen all she knows about singing, riffs, and everything. She talked about how she used to model her singing after Twinkie. That's so when you're talking about one is a soprano, one is an alto, and both of them are phenomenal gifted singers. And it's just about who you might prefer.
It's
I'm
kind of
just
like that
saying.
with Whitney
But
because
Tamar singing.
Whitney has her cousin Dion, who in her
Mm-hmm.
heyday, fantastic vocalist, beautiful
You know
range,
what
and then
people
you have
sleep
her
on
mother.
Dion? Listen,
Sissy wasn't
I
no joke
always
either.
tell people go look at Sissy Houston back in the 60s and 70s when she was not the background singer Sissy. When Sissy, you can go and find her singing live at churches and stuff, and Sissy will blow you away. And also
Hmm.
go listen to Dionne Warwick in live concerts and listen to that woman back in the 70s. Oh my, and even in the 80s. Dionne wasn't nothing to fuck off with. Dionne Warwick, play around with Dionne Warwick if you want to. Just tell you what I know. What I know. But Whitney Elizabeth Houston had the benefit of having those great generational singers
Hmm.
as relatives. So you got Whitney. She has her
You have her mother teaching her, training her up.
mother who's a generational. She talks about how she would pattern, even though her mother taught her, she would pattern a lot of her commercial singing after her cousin Dion, because Dion set the groundwork for being able to cross over. Dion was the first black crossover
Hmm.
female singer
The
soloist.
original pop princess.
It was Dion. And Mama used to go out there, and people talk about because she was singing with Burt Bacharach and she sang a lot of white music. I always say, go listen to Dion's live out concert and how that woman would sit on that goddamn stage and sing her face off. And you'll be like, girl, Dion, girl. She was the original. Before there was a Hate Retha, Dion was already doing the damn thing. I'm just saying. They just be hating on Dion. But that woman Dion had a voice already.
Are y'all excited for the
So Whitney
movie?
Elizabeth Houston came. Which movie?
Dion's movie.
I didn't know there was a Dion movie coming. I
Tiana
know
Taylor's playing her.
CNN did like a documentary on her last year. I think it was last year or year before last, which was really good.
Tiana Taylor
But
is
there's a
playing
Dion
Dionne
movie. Oh, the
Warwick.
one with Tiana Taylor.
Yeah.
The one with Tiana Taylor. Okay. When is that supposed to come out?
I don't know. Tiana has a lot of projects to do, so I don't know when she's gonna have time to film
She
this
ain't
one. But I
got that
know
much
that
projects to do. I ain't
yes,
seen
yes, she is.
Dion.
She's
Not Tiana do nothing in the last 6 months.
because she's been filming. She's been filming that Ryan Murphy show with Kim Kardashian.
What Ryan Murphy show?
It's the one where Kim Kardashian's a divorce lawyer and Tiana
I,
Taylor's
I
in
don't know
it.
what show you.
It's
Is it
it
out?
hasn't come. It's not out yet, but it's coming out. They're filming it. That's what I'm saying. She's been busy. She's had to do the divorce thing. She's still
She
and
been
she's
busy
into
down
like
to the divorce court.
yeah. And then remember she's in like behind the scenes.
She been busy down to. So Xavier, there's a lot of singers you're leaving out. Now, to me, um, iconic and legendary is the same category for me because you can't be iconic without being legendary, and you can't be legendary without being iconic to me.
I
So
don't.
they're
I
one and the
disagree.
same and synonymous to me.
I disagree because you can be
You, I,
because with if that's the case, Madonna's legendary.
I would. I'm not going to argue that if somebody came to me and say, "Look, Madonna's legendary," I'm not going to argue that she's not,
Yeah, I
because
I
can't
agree.
argue.
Madonna did do argue. Iconic doesn't mean you're the greatest singer ever, and I'm not going to diminish what Madonna did for the pop music industry.
Yeah, the fact that Madonna's
She gave.
career has lasted decades,
She's
Yeah.
done
even though
horrible
I
to the
don't
pop industry.
rock
She
with
gave
No,
her.
all
she
these
hasn't.
mediocre.
Actually, if
She gave
not
all these
for
little mediocre
Madonna,
white
no, no,
girls
no,
a
hold on,
dream.
Xavier. Let me help you out. If not for Madonna, the girls you see today would not be able to do the things that
Yeah,
they do today. It was
But I,
two singers back in the 80s that are responsible for the people, pop singers you see today being able to do what they do. And that was Madonna and Cyndi Lauper. Those two white girls right there, they were the ones that were saying, we're not going to be cookie cutter. We don't care how you feel. We're going to
hmm
do things out of the box. We're going to be us. We're going to do all types of things you don't want us to do. And we still, now the difference was Cyndi Lauper had vocals. Madonna did not really have vocals like that. Like
and
Cyndi
there's my
Lauper
problem.
could sing bitches under the fucking table. Madonna, her vocals were real, you know what I'm saying?
But that's my thing. She literally is the reason why we have the Britney Spears, the Tate McRae's, the
yeah,
Taylor Swifts.
I would say
That's
she's the
her.
reason why we have Britney Spears, but I wouldn't go too far. And I say that because Madonna made it okay to she introduced the manufactured girls, yes. But it's still, if not for a Madonna and a Cyndi Lauper, you wouldn't have been able to have Christina Aguilera having the carrying zones that she had back in her heyday. Because she used to be doing a lot of shit that they were somebody that. So I'm never going to diminish Madonna for what she meant to the industry. I'm not to the industry because she came during a time. And now she had the bit video music and songs having not just a single but having videos attached to those songs. She came in the mid 80s, where videos were really starting to, having a video music video along with your single was really catching on and making, waves. And she came during a great time. And so the people behind the machine behind her put out great videos to help with that.
yeah. I
But if
remember
we're talking
like
about
growing up saying like I really don't like the song, but the video actually made me like the song.
voices, now Madonna has had some songs. Hey, lovely 31 Blueprint, Merry Christmas. Madonna has some songs that I be like, okay, I like this song. I like the vocals on this song. Um, like Tropical Island Breeze, all that makes you wild and free. That was my shit. La Isla Bonita. That was my shit right now. That
The Glee version was better.
Borderline is my shit by Madonna.
The Glee version
Borderline
was
by
better.
Madonna. I can listen to that shit. That was my shit.
The Glee version
And
was better. Naira Rivera
Dress You
sent
Up.
her under the table.
Who? Wait, what?
Naira Rivera on Glee.
Listen, I'm never going to accept a. There are very. I'm not going to say never. There are There are very few times where a cover I'm going to accept over the original. I'm not saying I never do, but nothing on Glee is better than the original. There's never been anything on Glee that's ever been better than the original, ever.
Yes, there has.
I'm
Valerie.
sorry.
Yes,
No.
Valerie's version is better. What?
But
Toxic
Xavier,
was
you
better.
just don't know no better.
I heard the songs and I compared them. There's obviously a better choice. And Liza
This is
Bonita,
why we don't go to you for music choices, Xavier.
Naya Rivera sang Madonna under. She did. She was
Oh, I
better.
believe Naya Rivera can sing Madonna under the table, but Madonna's songs don't call for you
I
singing
was
people
about to say, I don't think it's hard to sing
under
Madonna under the table.
the table like that. Really doing something. Hey, J12, aka Merry Christmas. Like, ain't no Madonna song out there where you got to be really singing like that.
Yeah, it ain't.
Like,
Yeah, it's
I agree,
not too
The
many
Informed.
people.
All Luther's remakes of Dion's songs were better.
They were.
However, there are a lot of Dion songs that Luther did not most of Luther's remakes of Dion songs were Dion songs that weren't like her big songs. So he would take a lesser known song by Dion and he would remake it and make it go, oh, and most people didn't even know Dion sang it first. And
Mm-hmm.
we'll have to go back and figure out, oh, I didn't know that. But the big Dion songs, Dion, for example, my favorite Dion song is Alfie. That's my favorite Dion song. But for example, the only person who I know took a big Dion song and made it bigger is Hate Retha. Hate Retha took I Say a Little Prayer for You, which was Dion's song. And Dion, that was a big song for Dion. Hate Retha took it and said, I'm gonna make it mine. And most people think that's Hate Retha's song. That's not Hate Retha's song. That's Dion's song.
You
I Say a Little
hating,
Prayer for You.
you
Casey
hating, you
Haley.
hating ass
If
bitch
you think
and
you're lonely
bitch
now,
big
was the
like
original.
blue.
Bap, that's because the original, If You Think You're Lonely Now, is so close to Casey Haley's If You Think You're Lonely Now. I don't know. Like Bobby Womack's If You Think You're Lonely Now is strong. If you listen to Bobby Womack's If You Think You're Lonely Now and put it next to KC's If You Think You're Lonely Now, I might go Bobby Womack. I'm just saying. Because KC, when you listen to his, you can hear him trying to mirror or mimic Bobby Womack. And Bobby Womack is Bobby Womack. I'm just saying. Mm-hmm. Bobby Womack is a classic. And for me, if you're just if it there's there are a few times where if you just try to mirror the original, where the second version I'm going to say is better. I'll give you a perfect example. Whitney Houston mirrored a lot of Shaka Khan in I'm Every Woman, and Whitney's was better. And I guess overall you might say it was better because Whitney was the voice, but Shaka Khan's I'm Every Woman still
Yeah,
holds up.
it's a
Shaka
mood
Khan's
thing.
I'm Every Woman is still so they're equal, but Casey, If You Think You're Lonely Now being better than Bobby,
Hmm.
to me he tries to mirror Bobby Womack, And I'm going with Bobby Womack. Because when you hear Bobby Womack, you feel like it's singing from his soul. Like, baby, he done just let me get this bitch or write some shit for this bitch. And every time that woman hears that song, she knows good and hell well that bitch was singing about me, old raggedy ass motherfucker. Every time that song come on, you know the woman he was writing it about knows who she is and cusses his ass out every time she hears it. Because Bobby Womack, was coming from that area. So that's why to me, I always say, I don't want somebody to be the next so and so. I want them to be the first themselves. It's okay to do a cover. I'm not saying don't do a cover, and that's great. You can cover somebody's song, but I need you to have your own classics or your own musics that's just yours. People know that's just yours. Because as great as Luther was remaking some of Dion's stuff in his early career, Luther got stuff that's just Luther.
Mm-hmm.
And you be like, that's Luther. I don't care whoever see it, that's Luther's song. But his first song like that was Never Too Much. Never Too Much was one of his, I think that might have been his first single. Somebody check me on that. But Never Too Much, that was all Luther. If you hear somebody sing Never Too Much, you're like, no, that's Luther. Oh, you're
I
remaking
love
Luther's song.
Creep by Luther. So for me, that's a very hard follow up, especially the way he did
Listen,
that one.
um, my favorite Luther song is Any Love. That's my favorite Luther song, Any Love. Ooh, child. Sam Cooke wasn't a big fan of Bobby Womack. A lot of them singers back in the day couldn't stand each other. They was all about trying to get money. They were like, "Oh, I don't like that bitch. Fuck him." And fuck it's like, don't go listen to that bitch music. They, them motherfuckers that play round back in the day. They were like,
Yeah.
he got too many album sales. I don't like that bitch.
And then Bobby goes and marries
Mhm.
Sam Cooke's widow or something like that.
I
And
think he did. I think they had, yeah. I know they had some personal beef.
yeah,
Baby, I ain't got nothing to do. I wasn't there. They was
it
around
was.
there getting it down back in the day. Your favorite is Until You Come Back to Me. That's what I'm gonna do.
Luther's first song was "Give Me the Reason."
Give Me the Reason was his first song.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Give me the reason to love you. Ow! Ow! Mm. I do like Give Me the Reason. How to forgive and forget. Give me the reason to. I do like Give Me the Reason, but my favorite Luther song is Any Love. That's my favorite Luther song. I'm sorry. That's my favorite one. Luther, now my mama, you can go to my mama house and my mama will play Never Too Much on repeat for hours and not get tired of it. And dare you to miss a word. My mama would dare you to miss a word of Never Too Much. Okay? My mama would dare you to miss a word. Dare you. I'm just saying. Now, Bab say her second favorite is So Amazing. So Amazing is a good song. That's like a wedding song. Uh,
Isn't
Crazy
that?
Homebody Girl said,
Didn't
Give
he
Me a
write
Reason
that
is
for his
my
niece's
song.
wedding? So amazing. Yeah, he
I
wrote that
thought
for
he
his
did.
niece.
I thought he wrote it for somebody.
Yeah, he wrote it for his niece for her wedding. That's what that song was. I just love Luther's lyricism. He just never did anything that was like out of the ordinary. It was just simple,
Mhm.
straightforward. Love has truly been so good to me.
Listen, The Informed, that's one of the reasons I love Any Love. That I know why he wrote Any Love. I love every word of the lyrics to Any Love. I love that song. I that's why I love it so much because I can appreciate that song. I appreciate that song so much.
Quintessential wants metrics when he
That's what she
said,
said. She said, "Baby Xavier, Quintessential said she needs some metrics on what you put legendary on."
"What is the rubric system? What is this?"
Now, I love a singer that can emote and give me a sad song. Like I love a Phyllis Hyman. Listen, I know they say Phyllis was in dark places, and that we knew why she, ended up doing what she did. But it's Phyllis. Some of the Phyllis Hyman songs I can listen to, like a "Meet Me on the Moon." Oh my god. Oh my god. "Meet Me on the Moon" is my favorite Phyllis Hyman song. "I Refuse to Be Lonely." Oh my Phyllis Hyman be speaking to me. Woo, child. Mm-mm-mm. Phyllis Hyman. I'm just trying to tell you what I want. "Old Friend" by Phyllis Hyman. "Old Friend" by Phyllis Hyman is a classic. When that woman sings "Old Friend," it's so nice. Listen, "It's so nice to feel you hold me again." Listen, Phyllis Hyman was that's why I'd be like, how y'all ain't know that woman was in a dark place? Because when you listen to Phyllis Hyman, you be like, oh, that woman was going through some shit. And
Depression
they was
all
just
over the
making money
radio.
off her. They was just making money
I,
off
yeah, I
off
grew
of
up
her.
on Phyllis Hyman. My mama introduced me to Phyllis Hyman, and like you say, when you really sit back and listen to her music, it was sultry, it was smoky, it was just like
Mm-hmm.
the epitome of sorrow just oozing out of her. But if you didn't know what you know now, and sit back and listen to it and think about it, it was like, yeah, that woman was in a dark place. Cause
She was
if
in
you
a
sit back
dark
and listen
place.
to her and just think about it and close your eyes, you could see her singing in a sultry, smoky mood. The
That's why
the
I feel
woman
like
could
if you
sing
listen
her
to a
face off.
song like if you listen to Phyllis Hyman sing "I Refuse to Be Lonely,"
Lonely
and
in
you
it,
listen
baby.
to that woman was crying out to people.
Yeah, she
I was
was, and
like,
nobody was listening.
this woman is out here telling y'all, listen,
And then think about the way she
I'm
used to
going
dress. She used to dress
through.
in heavy clothes. She covered herself up. She
Mm-hmm.
was a sultry woman, just covered in drag, for lack of a better word. She covered herself in her sorrow, and
Mm-hmm.
she was crying out for help, and nobody was listening.
I agree, Ravine. Donnie Hathaway too. If you listen to some of these people's songs, especially late in their career, you be like, who was not listening? Who was in the studio when they recorded this and said, oh, we just gonna take this and okay, we got a good take and keep it moving and not say, hey, let me talk to you for a moment. You okay? Baby, come sit down with me. I got a friend.
Child, them folks didn't care. Them folks was about making their money.
They were. They were. And there's a whole lot of record producers that's burning in hell. People like Clive Davis, who was responsible for Phyllis Hyman's career not doing what it was supposed to do. He's gonna burn his ass in hell too. Now, Clive Davis have a special place in hell waiting for him. Cause he did a lot of people dirty. Back in the 70s and 80s, Clive Davis, oh my God, did a lot of people dirty back in the day.
No,
He
I
wasn't
remember
shit.
it wasn't shortly after Whitney died, and he had got a hold of Jennifer Hudson. And when I think it was her first album had came out, he had started dubbing her the voice. And I was like, hold on, partner. I remember that.
What he do? Clive Davis. Now, if you go back to Phyllis Hyman was signed to Clive Davis, who was over Arista, I believe it was. It was Arista, I believe it was, that Clive Davis was over. Or was it Epic? One of the two. But whichever, I think it was Arista. Clive Davis, before Whitney's first album, Clive Davis, no, Clive wasn't married to Mariah. That was Tommy Mottola. That was married to Mariah. Um, but Clive Davis was responsible for Phyllis Hyman's career, right? Phyllis Hyman, now you can go back to the 70s, and Phyllis Hyman had albums back in the 70s, and she was slim then. Fast forward to the early 80s, he discovers Whitney Houston. Whitney Houston's first album comes out. They take Phyllis Hyman, who's supposed to be the next one up and the next heir apparent to getting all of the big breaks for marketing and all of that stuff. Back at that time, Clive Davis sits Phyllis Hyman on the shelf and says, "Screw you, Phyllis Hyman. I'm going full scale Whitney Houston," and the rest is history. Whitney Houston's career takes off. Phyllis Hyman career stays stagnant for a little bit and then starts to decline. And then he started to tell Phyllis Hyman, who had started to gain weight, that, oh, you're gonna end up like Jennifer Hudson, when nobody's gonna want to have you in a music video and stuff like that. Because remember, Jennifer Holiday. I meant Jennifer Holiday. He would tell Phyllis Hyman, "You'll end up like Jennifer Holiday. Nobody's gonna ever. You can have the voice, but nobody's gonna ever want to see you." Which is why she's never had a video. Jennifer Holiday didn't get a music video until way later in her career, because they don't want to film her because she was heavy set. And when Phyllis Hyman started to gain weight, Clive Davis and them said, "Yeah, no, we got pretty skinny Whitney Houston who has a voice sent down from heaven above. We're going full scale Whitney Houston. You can go somewhere and sit down somewhere. Phyllis Hyman, we ain't got that type of time." And it was what it was. And if you really go real deep in some of the music industry back then, you'll notice, if you go back to the 80s, if you were female, they wanted to promote more soprano female singers than more so of the altos or even contraltos. Which is why it was if you listen to early Anita Baker albums, like the first Anita Baker album, especially Anita Baker's first album, you'll hear her go way up there into the stratosphere, in the areas where you be like, "That's Anita," and you be like, "Yes, that's Anita," because they were pushing, "Oh, you're a female, you need to be more soprano, more soprano." And you started, and so in her first two albums for Anita Baker, you see more of that. And then after that, when she was established, Anita Baker said, "Screw that, I'm gonna stay right in the pocket in my lane," and she stayed in her true alto range. And now Anita can get up there. Yeah, Anita can get up there, but Anita's an alto.
That's what I was saying about Mariah's voice. I think we could have had her voice a lot longer than what it was, but because the industry wanted soprano voices, they had her singing in her soprano range, and Mariah is an alto, and she has a very nasty chest voice. I wish she would have gotten more of that throughout her career.
Which is why, for me, Mariah, the first two albums, they pushed Mariah soprano, whistle note, soprano, whistle note. But listen to her third and fourth album, the Music Box album and the Daydream album, where she's right there sitting into that mezzo soprano alto one range.
Especially
and
she's Butterfly.
To me, those are the best two albums. She's in her bag. Mama is singing down on the so that listen, so I mean, by the 80s, remember Gladys, going back to the Pips, Gladys was a true alto, but Gladys, by the time the 80s came along, Gladys had already made her mark. She was a made woman by that point. So Gladys, there was no denying a Gladys. because Gladys was already very well established. Whereas and Anita, who, she had, I think she had an album like very, very early 80s that didn't really do anything. But Anita was trying to, well, no, I'm sorry, she was with a group. Anita Baker was with a group first, and then she broke off. She was trying to establish her solo career, and so they were going to push her. She had to go with whatever they pushed her with. But Gladys was already well established by the time the 80s came along. She was well established. So, but yeah, Mariah Carey's testator for her, or her real singing voice, is mezzo soprano to alto one. And you can hear, when you hear Mariah talk, Mariah's speaking voice is very
It's
low.
pretty deep. Yeah, it's a
She has
pretty
a
deep
very
voice.
low speaking voice. Hmm. She has a very low speaking voice, but her tessitura is mezzo soprano down to alto one, and that's where she's in her bag. And if you listen to her third album, Music Box, and her fourth album, Daydream, to me, those are always her best two albums because she's in her voice, and that's before the record industry took her and made her go out on tour real heavy, where she
Yeah,
was doing 6 or 7 days a week on tour, not just on tour, but going across the world, where you're traveling around the world for 6 hours. Travel wears and tears on the body, the voice, and everything. And if you listen to Mariah in the very late 90s, like
absolutely.
98 to 2000, they had tore her voice up at that point. They had really tore Mariah Carey's voice up after the Butterfly album. They started to really tear up her voice.
Yeah, yep. And pretty
Now,
much like
Natalie Cole
it was
was a
the
soprano.
Emancipation album that's supposed to be like her comeback, where she
Hmm.
got
Hmm.
where she really had to work on getting her voice back. But even after that, it hasn't been the same. It has not been the same.
Yeah, they
They
really tore
ruined
her
her
voice
voice.
up. Uh, Now, Natalie Cole is a soprano. Natalie Cole, and that's another singer who a lot of people don't talk about, but go listen to that woman's catalog. Natalie Cole is a singer's singer. That woman could sing her face off. So Natalie Cole could just sing. Could just sit there and flat foot sang. Natalie, she did have a lot of dark times. She used to make some great music. Hmm. Freaking Natalie Cole. Them some good, but yeah. But my girl Phyllis, that was the same. Phyllis could flat footed sing. Phyllis Hyman could sing. Listen, I'm gonna go listen to Meet Me on the Moon. We get off of here. Meet me on the moon soon as you can. Ow! Xavier, these are not people you know. I'm sorry.
Thank God. I was like, who the hell is Miss? Well, I know the names. I just don't know a song.
You don't know who Phyllis Hyman is?
I know Phyllis Hyman. I just don't know a song. I just don't know a song.
You don't know old friend. I
How does that go?
refuse to be lonely. Meet me, old friend. It's so nice to feel you hold me
Oh yes, I've
again.
heard that. I've heard that song. I've heard that at work. They play that
I was
song at
gonna
work.
say,
They play that song at
you,
work.
you don't know Phyllis Hyman? Listen,
Now that you
Phyllis
said this,
Hyman
now that you
got
said
some
the
hits.
lyrics,
Do you hear me?
they play that song at work
Like
all the time.
somewhere in my lifetime. Listen, living in confusion. Now, if they didn't know she was going in some issues, it's two songs: "Living in Confusion" and not Meet Me on the Move, but I Refuse to Be Lonely. Those two songs by themselves, where whoever was the engineer was in the studio and heard that, if they didn't go call somebody and say, hey, y'all need to go get somebody over here. Mama is going through something. Because living in confusion, listen, living in confusion was serious. Listen. But it was a lot of singers back then, like Mickey Howard wasn't as big as she was.
Mm-hmm.
Record companies said, we're going to pick one artist and push them. Whitney
Yeah.
Houston, and I love Whitney Houston. I'm never going to diminish Whitney Houston. But there were, because Clive Davis was looking for his big black female star. And there were a lot of people in that stir, as well as the Epic record label. And Whitney Houston came and said, yeah, screw the rest of y'all. And we talk about people who could sing. Shirley Murdoch,
Regina Bell.
Mickey
No, I love me
Howard,
some Regina Bell. I love Regina Bell.
Regina Bell, Vesta Williams, even Cheryl Pepsi Riley could sing her face off.
Okay, question. I have a thing about Cheryl Pepsi Riley because I heard this has been debate of film Twitter for a long time, so I want to bring it to y'all. Do you feel like Cheryl could have made it as a Broadway star if she hadn't done Tyler Perry movies?
See, Cheryl Pepsi Riley only from Tyler Perry. We're talking Cheryl Pepsi Riley that goes back to the late 80s.
Yeah, but I'm saying because people
Tyler
say
Perry
that.
came along and picked her up because she had been thrown and tossed to the side for well over a decade at that point.
But people said that she
Cheryl
should have
Pepsi
revived her
Riley,
career on Broadway. That she could have revived her career on Broadway.
she's not an actor like that. She's not an actor like that. Even if you look at her and Tyler Perry, she's not an actor like that. She's a singer, but she's not an actress like that. And if you're going to make it on Broadway, you need to have some vocal chops, but you also need to um, have some acting ability. And Cheryl Pepsi Riley just did not have that acting ability. Not like our girl Stephanie Mills had acting skills. Melba Moore had acting skills. Stephanie Mills can sing her ass off, but she can act. Also act. Nell Carter. Nell Carter could sing her fucking
Yeah.
ass off,
Yeah.
but could act as well as Cheryl Pepsi Riley. Acting is just not in her bag like that. Now, maybe have Mama going and did some acting classes and developed her acting skills. Maybe.
I don't know. That's always been a thing. They were like Tyler Perry is holding these black people from being on Broadway, and we're missing out on Broadway legends. Like that's
No, there
always
was
been
a
a thing.
lot of black women vocalists that were on Broadway.
But they're saying
Stephanie
that.
Mills made a name for herself on Broadway. Nell Carter comes from Broadway.
Yeah,
Melba
but they're saying.
Moore comes from Broadway.
I know, but they're saying
Go ahead. I'm
that we
sorry.
could have had more. That all of Tyler Perry's actors that he used in his plays could have better been served on Broadway instead of doing the Chitlin circuit,
I'm
so
not
to
going to say that
speak.
because Tyler Perry, there are very few Tyler Perry actors and actresses that can actually act. That's the problem. They can sing their faces off. They might be cute. Tyler Perry's plays don't have a lot of depth. It doesn't require a whole lot of emoting. It requires you being able to learn your lines and being able to sing your ass off. But the true acting and emoting of it doesn't require all of that.
I don't know, because I think who was it? Tamar Davis. I think she can act.
I don't. I'm trying to in the Tyler Perry, sphere. that acts like when you think about somebody who, if you're going on Broadway, you have to be a double threat. You have to be an Audra McDonald, a Heather Headley. You know what I'm saying? Because Heather
Yeah,
Headley can sing her fucking face off, and Heather Headley is a phenomenal actress. Audra McDonald can sing her fucking face off and can act her face off as well. You gotta
but the thing is,
you gotta
sometimes
be able
people
to
say that
have
it's
that double
Tyler's,
threat.
but people say it's Tyler's directing that sort of ruins the performance,
It might
and
be
it's not
more his writing.
necessarily. So it may not
I
necessarily
think it's
be the
more his
actors
writing.
themselves.
Well, I'll say it's a combination of his writing and directing. But Tyler Perry picks people who don't who have not acted before. He either picks singers who have not acted before, or actors that have faded into oblivion and have not sang before. He picks one of the two. It's very seldom find someone that's a dual threat already.
Like Deatra Hicks.
I'm just saying.
So you wouldn't consider
Deatra
Deatra.
Hicks could sing her face off. Now, and I love Deatra Hicks. Now, her acting is
Because she's been in other stuff besides Tyler, but and I think
mhm. She's
what's her
better than his other actors and actresses. Yes,
yes, like
Shirley Ralph, C. Golden. Shirley Ralph is an actress. She's not that great of a singer. I'm just gonna be honest with you. She's not a
I think
singer
she
like
could.
that. She's not.
I I think she.
Mm-mm.
Well, how do I say this? I don't think she's a bad singer though. I don't think like she's like she could hold the tune.
She can hold a note, but we need somebody that, if you look at all of Shirley Ralph's roles in on Broadway, I should say, they've been heavy on the acting, not as heavy on the singing. Because hey
But
Harold,
aren't they?
because
But does
even
she?
as Dina, the whole point of Dina on Dreamgirls is Dina's not a singer, which is why I never understood Beyonce as a Dina, because Beyonce can sing.
But
Beyonce, I ain't gonna never take that from Beyonce. The woman can fucking sing.
I
She
think
can
that's.
sing. Beyonce, and so Beyonce was too strong of a singer to truly be a Dina from Dreamgirls, because Dina was Shirley Ralph makes sense for Dina. Shirley Ralph can hold a tune, but Shirley Ralph ain't no singer like there were parts like in the first half of Dreamgirls where you could hear Beyonce not do as much as Beyonce may have wanted to do, because she had to be in character
And that,
for Dina.
yeah, that all tracks
Go
because the
ahead, little
whole
baby. I'm sorry.
premise of Dreamgirls is based off the Supremes, and Diana was known as the weakest voice in the group.
Hmm.
So
But I.
yeah,
But I'm gonna say this. I'll say this. I feel like with in the movie version, it does add a little bit of complexity to the group dynamics because Beyonce because this Dina can actually sing, it makes it seem as if Effie is holding Dina back.
But that's not the story. That's the reason why. That's not the story. The story isn't about Effie holding Dina back. Dina was never a singer to be held back. Dina was somebody who could not really sing like that. She was good for ooh and I, and that's why when people their basis on the Dreamgirls is from the movie as opposed to the original Broadway show. You unfortunately, Beyonce playing Dina does make you feel like you feel Xavier, where Effie is holding Dina back, but in the original premise of the storyline, Effie wasn't holding Dina back. Dina was a pretty face, and that's it. She wasn't a singer.
But because of that, it
Effie
made her.
was the singer, but a not so pretty face.
But because of that, it was easier for them to push for the manipulation of Curtis to work. Curtis's manipulation worked. He's all in Dina's ear telling her, you could be the star. She's holding you guys back. Her attitude is this. It helps with the whole narrative for the characters to push Effie out.
I don't think it was. I don't think Curtis was saying she's holding you back. What Curtis was saying was we need to have something that's more whitewashed. Curtis was supposed to be telling you white America don't like all of that extraness that comes with true, real good black singing, especially not in those days, 50s, early 60s, where this is supposed to be set. White people didn't want to hear all of that. White people wanted something that was real, whitewashed, cookie cutter, and because of the time, more albums, more songs, and get to a wider audience, to the wider audience, and the white people, they don't want to hear everything that Effie can do. They want their stuff real. They want to be able to hear a white voice from a black face. And that can make them feel like, oh, because for white people, that makes them feel like, oh, I can do that too.
You see,
And it makes it more palatable for them.
I think they tried to do
And
the
that's
palatability.
why they were selling Dina.
But see, I think they tried to do that because remember, Shirley Ralph is dark
So,
skinned and Jennifer Holiday was considered dark skinned back then, even though she's really light skinned now. But
well, I didn't say anything about dark skin and light skin because Shirley Ralph is very dark skinned.
no, but that's what
To
I'm
me, it
saying.
wasn't the
But that's what I'm
light
saying. I
skin
think they reversed it for the movie for that
versus.
effect, so they can have the whole she's light skinned, she's pretty. This is what we're pushing to the white people. This is it. I think they traded in the vocal stuff. They put the vocal thing to the back and brought the colorism to the forefront instead. They sort of traded it in for the other.
I can see that for the movie because I can see that for the movie. But I always feel like now you gonna say I'm wrong for this, Xavier. It would have been made more sense for like an Ashanti to play Dina than Beyonce because Beyonce
I
is a
think
far better singer than Ashanti.
I think Ashanti could.
Now
I
I'll
think
admit,
Ashanti
and
would
I
make
don't
a
like
good
Beyonce.
Laurel. I think Ashanti would make a good Laurel. Part of the
She
step.
might have, but Anika Noni Rose can sing in her own regard. Now that woman can sing too. Now
Now
she's
that's who
another
should
one
have
that's
been.
a dual threat.
Now that's another one. Now, if you want to talk about somebody holding back,
Yeah, she was holding back. Now you're right about that. Anika Noni Rose was holding back because we know Anika Noni Rose can sing and act. Hmm.
she was the best actress up there. I'll tell you that.
She was
You know, Sharon Neal can do good work too.
absolutely.
She just wasn't that. She just wasn't in enough of the movie to be prominent enough.
Who?
Sharon Neal.
Oh, Sharon. Yes, Sharon Leo from Boston Public. You're right. Sharon Leo was really. She was no. She's a great actress. She's not a singer like that. She can sing, but she's not a singer like that.
I love
But
Sharon
I
Neal.
loved her, Sharon Leo when she was in Boston Public. That to me was her best role.
See, to me, it was Hellcats. Y'all don't know about Hellcats. Hellcats was on the CW. Hellcats was good.
I have seen Hellcats, and still Boston Public is her best role.
Really?
Hmm. That's
That's
her
a
best
weird.
role. Speaking of best roles, I've seen Wicked for the fourth time. Judge a man, don't judge me. Um, and I like it even yet still now. But I saw the Broadway play 3 times. So
It's
the
a
first
shame they
time I
won't give
saw the
it.
Broadway play, the first time I saw the Broadway play was in early 2004. And this older guy that was trying to talk to me at the time took me on a trip to New York to go see, and I didn't appreciate it at that time. And I thought it was okay, but I saw it original cast and really didn't appreciate it. And then I saw it again in like I think '09, and I appreciated it then. And then I went back and said, I remember seeing this with Kristen Chenoweth and Adina Menzel. I said that to the people that I went with. They were like, "You saw it?" And I was like, "Yeah." And they were like, "But I feel like what's my girl Stephanie Bosk? I think it's her name. I think she was the best Broadway Elphaba. I think Kristen Chenoweth was the best. Well, no, the black girl who played I can't think her name. Her last name is Johnston. The black girl who played Glenda was the best Glenda I've heard, and Stephanie Vosk is the best Elphaba on Broadway. I should say that I've heard, but um Cynthia Erivo is the best Elphaba ever. Like Cynthia, because her vocals are there, and I'm sorry.
Do you think they're going to make changes to the Broadway play after seeing because of Cynthia?
You think you mean vocally?
Yeah, because they're like, you know how they say they on Broadway the singers are supposed to say "Defying Gravity," the battle cry, a very specific way. They are supposed to sing
No,
it
I've
just like,
heard the battle cry every time I've heard it. The battle cry has been different. I've
but
heard
it doesn't
on
have that
Broadway.
whole ah. They don't have that
I've
run.
heard the battle cry a multitude of different ways. Like the battle cry at the end of Defying Gravity. I've even heard Adina Menzel do it differently. Like the battle cry has been different. I've heard the battle cry many different ways. Um, the one thing that Cynthia did different is the end of The Wizard and I, which I think is a better song than Defying Gravity. The Wizard and I is it's the best song on that in the play. I'm in the Broadway show, but not my favorite song. My favorite song is For Good. For Good is my favorite because I know I'm gonna go watch the movie and I'm gonna be sitting in the movie and be in snot bubbles. I'm gonna have snot bubbles coming down out of my nose. I'm gonna be crying profusely because For Good is my favorite song, and I've never watched the play and heard For Good and not cried my eyeballs out. So I know with Ariana's phenomenal vocals and Cynthia's phenomenal vocals, that is gonna be.
That's in part two, right?
Think about Ariana singing. Yeah, think about Ariana's version of "No One Mourns the Wicked." Ariana sings the fuck out of that goddamn "No One Mourns the Wicked." Like Kristen Chenoweth, I love you down, bitch. But Ariana Grande said, "Bitch, let me snatch this shit." And sang the whistle note at the end that nobody ever sang. I've never heard a person sing that whistle note at the end of "No One Mourns the Wicked." I was like, bitch. And now they do say that Ariana Grande did vocal coaching to help her get more of the theater style singing that it's not totally people say it's operatic. It's not really operatic. It's more Broadway theater because opera singers have a different technique, and I don't hear that in what um theater or Broadway singers do. They do a similar vibrato as operatic or classical or opera singers do. Their Ariana Grande does more of a theater style, classical theater style with the operatic. People say it sounds operatic, but it has that heavy vibrato, heavy head voice type situation going on. But I live for No One Mourns the Wicked. I to me, Kristen Chenoweth and the black girl, I can't think of her first name. Her first name starts with a B. Her last name is Johnston. She was the first Black Glenda. I can't remember her name, but she sings an awesome No One Mourns the Wicked. But Ariana Grande, that bitch sang her fucking face off and then hit that whistle note at the end. I said, yeah, you don't owe me nothing, Ariana. Nothing.
The only thing I
Yes,
feel bad
Cynthia
about is
Rowe.
that this whole because people love her theater singing so much, she's never gonna go back to being R&B.
Oh, she will. She will. I can see that. Ariana, she's an R&B singer. Even on parts of No More More's The Wicked, like during the middle, I could hear her R&B, coming out, um, to that classical theater style. You know,
But
and then when she sing
I think
at
she's
the
gonna train
end,
herself out of it. She's gonna try and train herself out of it.
I mean, she's not from the theater. She's not from Broadway. She's not from theater, so she wouldn't have a reason to.
But she said she wants to do more of
I
these
feel like
things. She wants to do more
I
musicals.
feel like Ariana, you know how Ariana can do like she can mimic other singers, or she'll say, oh, somebody will say, show me what Celine sounds like, or she'll do that, or I feel like she kind of tapped into that for this role. That was truly acting for her, but I feel like she'll go back to who and what she is.
Her fans don't want it. I'm just telling you, they don't like R&B Ariana. Her core fans, them little white
Wait,
girls,
little baby Tanya, have y'all seen Wicked? Because I don't want to be talking about this, and y'all haven't seen it. Little baby Tanya, have y'all seen Wicked?
I saw it and I watched half of it. That might be my Christmas movie for the rest of today. But yeah, I started watching half of it. I don't got through half of it, I believe.
Okay.
So
I
yeah.
think if you never saw the play on Broadway, the movie as a black woman speaks to you so much more. Because if you watch the play and you know what the play, every time I watched the play, I said, I feel like they're talking about us as black people and specifically a black woman, but y'all got these white ass women playing it, so it doesn't resonate. But you got the movie where you do have a black woman who is unapologetic in her blackness, so much so she said, bitch, I'm getting micro braids. Don't give me no fucking wig. If you're gonna give me a wig, that wig better have micro braids in there. I was here for it. So
I
it
don't know why they have to
makes
take so long for part two.
way more.
Now I did see her do a story on that, and that's why she said she did do the micro braids to represent us as a culture. That's why she did the micro
And
braids.
that
And I
and it makes sense.
And the
mm-hmm,
That makes
nails.
a
Don't
lot of
forget the
sense.
nails. She
right,
had
the
those
nail.
long nails.
Mm-hmm.
That makes it. Little baby, did you see Wicked?
I have not. I purchased
Mm,
Wicked merch though. Like I have Wicked
listen,
hairbands.
as someone who saw the Broadway play several times, me and my ex, the Bay, we would listen. We would be in the car driving. Yeah, you know I'm playing the fucking Wicked soundtrack. Don't fuck off. And I knew what that meant. So we would trade off on who is gonna be Elphaba and who is gonna be Galinda. And when we would listen to the uh the soundtrack from the original Broadway play in the car, driving to and from wherever we was going to. But I'm a huge Wicked fan, have been for a long time. I love Kristen Chenoweth. Adina Menzel, she's okay for me, but I'm a big Kristen Chenoweth fan. So yeah.
Little baby, I was the
Hmm.
same way when I saw that Wicked Material merch come out, like in our Walmart stores. I was like, oh my God, this is so cute. I want to get everything.
Yeah, and also like they had like the little
Every
hairbands. I even got some nails. Those are cute.
Yeah, the merch they came out with was beautiful. Oh my God. So I do want to get some of the merch that they have if it's any left. So yeah.
I got my sister an alphabet doll.
Now, Ravine, I saw an interview recently and it was an old interview where she walked back her statements about black women in America, because if you remember, she had some very disparaging, Cynthia Erivo that is, comments about black women in America.
I heard about
And
that.
I saw a recent interview where she walked those statements back,
I thought it was black
and
people in
said she
general.
was categorically wrong. hmm And said she was categorically wrong, and she did get it wrong. And she talked about, even in that interview, how her partner Lena Waithe helped her understand more about the black experience in America, and it shaped, and it gave her a different perspective and made her walk back those comments. Of course, you're not gonna see that on mainstream media, because mainstream media wants to promote everything whiteness.
I'll
Mm.
say this though, I don't think Cynthia's previous viewpoints should have been a surprise or that much big of a deal. I mean, she's British, she's Nigerian. They all think they're better than everybody else. I don't understand why people are so upset. But you know,
That is very true. That is very true. Being both British and Nigerian, both of those subgroups do a lot of times have issues with us as Black Americans, and they have this preconceived notion about us, places that it should not be.
well, I don't even think for the British side. I think British people have a
So
preconceived notions about Americans in general. I think British think all Americans trash. I think they see Black Americans lower trash than trash. But you know, they're just narcissists.
oh,
Or
it's almost
just a
time for the
country of
second game.
narcissists.
Lord. Well, listen, y'all. I want to get y'all out of here before the second game's going to involve Beyond Skank. And I want to give y'all enough time to get through the first half, get whatever y'all need to get
I'm
ready,
probably gonna be asleep.
and go and prepare. I'm not gonna watch the game. Beyonce, I'll probably be going to get, handle something. I'm not really looking for her.
I might
I
be
might
asleep
watch
to
it
eat
just
this
to
cake
see.
now. I'm about to throw back this champagne.
I hear you. I'm gonna watch it just so I can pick at her if she does bad. If she does well, I ain't gonna say nothing. But if she does poorly, you better be damn skippy. I'm gonna say something about it. We'll be in the members only chat. Anyway, little baby, you have any last words for the people?
um, I did amazing selecting this cake from Publix.
What kind of cake? Carrot cake? Cause that's their best cake.
No, I got one of their special occasion cakes. It was a strawberry chocolate covered strawberry cake. I got vanilla bread. It has some chocolate frosting in the middle, in between the layers, along with strawberry, and it's decorated with chocolate shards and chocolate covered strawberries. Really good cake.
Their best cake is their carrot cake. Tanya, you got anything for the people before we get out of here?
No, happy Kwanzaa, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and all that good stuff and stuff.
Xavier, you have anything for the people before we get out of here?
The queen is coming. She's coming for all you country hicks who thought you could do something. She proved you wrong, and she's going to slay. You will never have nothing bad to say. She's going to come in with them rhinestone cowboy hats and stunning all you cousin fucking hoes.
To God be the
And
glory.
that's coming from Xavier Myers. Don't look at me. Come for Xavier, okay? Not me, okay?
They can come. They can come. They can make their sisters come too, but I don't care.
I-
That's why that country album didn't do what it was supposed to. But it's what it is.
exactly.
We don't
That
care.
might
We
be
don't care
why
about
she ain't
them.
win shit.
We don't care
Anyway,
about them hicks.
uh, for those people, what I did put the wish list, the birthday wish list, it is in the description box. If you want to, you can go by there and peruse that and maybe get some off of there. Other than that, as I always say, I love y'all. I love on y'all. Thank you all for being vocal present and active. Thank you for doing what you do. Thank you for any and all contributions that you make to the channel. They're much obliged. They're much appreciated. I'm about to get out of here. I'm about to go enjoy my greens that I made and my turkey necks and go watch this second game. That's all I got for y'all. Until next time, thank y'all for coming. Y'all drive safely. I'm out. Love y'all.
Peace.